A top North Korean diplomat, Kang Sok-ju, has died of cancer this weekend, leaving a void in Pyongyang's power structure. We bring you the details. A ceremony celebrating the 50th anniversary of the first Korean nurses to travel to Germany for work honored their contributions and sacrifices. And the flower known as Cypripedium japonicum, a type of orchid, is in full bloom once again at Mount Dokyu-san, thanks to the efforts to protect the species. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, May 23rd. I'm Luke Clary. One of North Korea's top diplomats, Kang Sok-ju, died of esophageal cancer over the weekend at the age of 76. His death would leave a void in the North Korean government's power structure, and so it seems Choe Ryong-hae and Lee Su-yong will rise, while some military officials' stature will fall.
A car carrying the corpse of Kang Sok-ju leaves the funeral home. In the following funeral ceremony, Choe Ryong-hae delivers a eulogy representing the officials of the party, government, and military.
참다운 혁명가 능력 있는 정치 활동가를 잃은 것은 우리 당과 인민에게 있어 커다란 손실로 됩니다.
Among North Korean power elites, Choe Ryong-hae's surge to become number 2 in power is noteworthy. Lee Su-yong and Kim Yong-chol, both in charge of international affairs and relations with South Korea, came in 6th and 10th place. Rankings also jumped for Man-gon and Byong-chol, who lead North Korea's nuclear development. However, the military has seen afar of its key officials.
박영식, 리명수 이런 사람은 사실 이 군부 사람이지 않습니까? 그래서 군에 대한 지도를 당해서 하겠다라는 그런 포석.
The power structure has fluctuated in North Korea following the 7th Workers' Party Congress. Observers predict that likely to pledge allegiance to Kim Jong-un will likely further intensify among North Korean power elites.
It's been 50 years now since Korean nurses first traveled to Germany to work, send home their earnings, and help build the foundation of Korea's modern advanced economy. A ceremony celebrating the 50th anniversary of this meaningful milestone in Korean history was held in Essen, Germany.
Korean nurses clad in lovely traditional hanbok attire step on German soil for the first time. Now silver-haired and elderly, they tearfully embrace each other at a reunion held 50 years later. When they close their eyes, they can still remember the days spent in tears, longing for the families they left behind.
이제 애들 보고 싶은 거, 그리고 아픈 남편 집에다 놓고 그렇죠. 그때 생각만 하면 자꾸 눈물밖에 안 나요.
The money earned with their tears and sweat built the foundation for Korea's amazing economic rise out of the ruins of war. Their dedication also helped forge a solid friendship between Korea and Germany.
어려운 시기에 머나먼 이국 땅에서 가족과 조국을 위해 헌신해 주신 여러분을 우리 국민들은 영원히 기억할 것입니다.
About 11,000 Korean nurses went to work in Germany over a 10-year period starting in 1966. Their sacrifice and dedication, which lit the flame of Korea's modernization, is recorded as a precious legacy in Korean history.
There's a flower in Korea that's known as Cypripedium japonicum, a type of orchid. They're in full bloom once again at Mount Dokyu-san thanks to efforts to protect and preserve the endangered plant. Here's more.
A sprout comes out of frozen land. A flower named Gwangnung Yogang-got has bloomed. It is designated as a Class 1 endangered species. The flower was named after the region where it was found, Gwangnung in Gyeonggi-do Province. It grows naturally only in Gwangnung and Gapyeong in Gyeonggi-do Province and Mount Dokyu-san. There are only some 1,000 roots of the flower in total nationwide. It was endangered since it was recklessly collected as an ornamental orchid. The Korea National Park Service launched efforts to protect and preserve the flower by installing surveillance cameras and double barbed wire fences. Now there are nearly 300 roots of the flower found in Mount Deokyu-san alone. The habitat of the flower in the mountain was designated as an academic protection zone by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources.
우리의 멸종위기종 보전 관리 노력들이 국제사회로부터 인정을 받고 있다는 데 이유가 있습니다.
The National Park Service plans to further increase the habitats of Gwangnung Yogang-got after an ecological survey on parks across the nation.
Some termite detecting dogs that have protected cultural assets made of wood from the destructive pests are now going into retirement after 10 years of service. Here's the story.
Trained dogs sniff around a Buddhist temple. One of them eventually stops in front of a pillar and wags its tail vigorously. It has smelled termites that have bored into the wooden pillar. Termites are fatal to wooden cultural assets as they feed on wood and can eventually bring down an entire structure. Porami and Pobe were trained at a British police academy and have been assigned to termite detection duty since 2007. They take only 1/10 the time that would be needed to find the pests with human eyes, but there have been some unforeseen difficulties.
사찰에 개가 들어온다는 것 자체를 별로 안 좋아하세요. 문 앞까지 갔다가 쫓겨난 적도 있고요.
The termite finders are now 12 years old, well over 70 in human years. They have lost their teeth and can't move as nimbly as they used to, but they have not left their posts.
그런 상태로 조사를 한다는 것 자체가 사실은 굉장히 놀라운 일인데다가 그 나이 돼서도 사실은 굉장히 집중력이 끝까지 떨어지지는 않거든요.
Porami and Pobe have spent their entire lives traveling across the nation as protectors of cultural heritage.
추운 날씨에 더운 날씨에 얼마나 고생 많았니. 수고했어.
With their jobs handed down to younger canines, the two service dogs will be spending their post-retirement years in ordinary homes.
Studies show that it's good for the brain to occasionally take a rest and try not thinking about anything at all. Up next, a competition that put people to the test by having them do and think about nothing at all.
People sit along the Handson River. All of them look blank and absent-minded. They can become the winner only when they stop thinking and remain idle the longest.
언제 한번 이렇게 넉넉고 마음껏 멍을 때릴 기회가 있을까요?
However, accustomed to doing something, many of the participants grow bored in less than 30 minutes after the contest began. Their heartbeats are also measured and participants are penalized if they are found to be nervous. A total of 59 people from students to office workers participated in the contest, reaching the competition rate of 30-1.
복잡한 머릿속을 떨쳐내고 싶어서 뇌를 한번 쉬게 하면 좋겠다 생각이 들었습니다.
A series of studies show that stopping thinking and staying absent-minded for some time are helpful for the brain.
사용되지 않는 부분들이 활성화가 되고 이러한 부분들은 실제 다른 창의력, 집중력과도 연관이 되어 있기 때문에
Many modern people become nervous when they have nothing to do, but emptying the mind can be good for the brain.
A group of young chefs volunteer to serve meals to homeless teens on their days off. It's a small gesture on the part of the chefs, but it means a lot to the people they help. Here's a look at these kind-hearted folks in the kitchen.
Young chefs are busy preparing food in a makeshift kitchen set up in a corner of the plaza. They are a group of volunteer cooks called hanki, which means one meal in Korean. These young chefs serve hot dinners to teenage runaways once a week.
인성도 결정되고 발육도 결정되니까 그 친구들한테 좀 도움이 되고 맛있는 음식을 해주고 싶다는 생각에서
A year ago, 3 young aspiring chefs launched hanki out of their single-minded desire to do some volunteer work. Now, 10 more chefs from various backgrounds have joined the group.
아이들이 바로바로 먹으면서 피드백도 들어오고 그러다 보니까 더 보람이나 의미는 좀 더 큰 것 같아요. 밥차 할 때마다 하루도 빠짐없이 왔어요. 여기 일단 선생님들이 이렇게 재밌게 해주시고 편해서 눈치도 안 보고 그냥 얘기도 하면서 밥 먹을 수 있으니까.
A single meal made with dreams and talent has provided a way to communicate with marginalized teenagers and heal their emotional wounds.
More and more young fathers in Korea are taking paternity leave these days to spend more time with their children. We explore this trend of hands-on fathers in our next story.
Kim Jae-yeon decided to take paternity leave early this year. At first, spending time with his child without his wife around was awkward, but now he feels rewarded to be his son's primary caregiver.
쉬를 했다든지 그리고 뭐 우유가 먹고 싶다라고 할 때 언젠가부터 아빠를 찾더라고요. 내가 이제 아들하고 좀 스킨십을 좀 많이 좀 하고 있구나.
Fathers and their kids make packed lunches together. They prepare ingredients and taste the food together.
다시 아빠하고 만들고 싶어요. 저는 아빠를 좋아하거든요.
Spending time with their children is a fulfilling task not only for children but for fathers as well.
같이 요리도 한번 배워보고 이제 어떤 요리를 좋아하는지 알기도 쉽고 그래서 같이 나오고 있어요.
The number of male employees on paternity leave surged nearly 60% in the first quarter of this year compared to the same period a year ago. The percentage of male workers among employees on parental leave also rose 2% year on year. The number of male workers who cut their working hours due to parenting instead of taking a parental leave has also increased sharply, pointing to the rising awareness of fathers' roles in parenting.
Fairy pittas are a rare bird species worldwide. This year, dozens of pairs of fairy pittas, more than in previous years, have built their nests on Jeju-do Island. Let's take a look.
A brown head, green back, sky blue wings, and red belly. This is the fairy Pitta, a grade 2 endangered species and a Korean natural monument. As they do each year, fairy pittas from Southeast Asia have once again found their way to Jeju-do Island to reproduce. This tiny bird was rescued last weekend during a storm.
자연 복귀시키기 전에 일단 신체 개측이라고 해서 개측 작업을 했고요. 생태 자료로 활용하기 위해서 가락지를 채워주었습니다.
Fairy pittas visit the Korean peninsula in May each year. This year, about 60 pairs of the birds are expected to build nests on Jeju-do Island. The number of fairy pittas visiting Korea keeps growing by the year. More than 40 pairs were spotted on the south coast last year alone.
숲이 계속 일정 정도 규모로 성장했고요. 좋은 그런 조건으로 숲이 보관됐다고 볼 수 있습니다.
Only 10,000 fairy pittas are left in the world. As in previous years, their mysterious chirping resonates once again in the forests of Jeju-do Island.
Sunglasses protect the eyes and make a stylish accompaniment to summer outfits. But there are so many different styles of sunglasses, it's hard to always know what best fits your face or a given occasion. Today, we'll provide many useful tips for choosing the right sunglasses for you. As the sun's rays grow stronger in the summer, more and more people begin wearing sunglasses to protect their eyes or simply to look cool.
운전할 때 쓰고 하루 종일 햇빛 날 때 계속 쓰고 다니고.
Strong ultraviolet light from the sun can damage the cornea or eye lenses, causing assorted eye diseases like cataracts.
각막과 그다음에 수정체 그리고 망막까지도 투과가 되기 때문에 염증이 유발할 수도 있고 황반 변성의 원인이 자외선이라고도 이야기하고 있습니다.
So you're advised to choose sunglasses that can block out 100% of the ultraviolet light. Another factor determining sunglasses purchases is the shape of the frame. The so-called Boeing sunglasses, inspired by those worn by aviators, go well with almost any outfit, from casual wear to formal suits. Oversized sunglasses that cover up about half of the face can protect not only the front but also the sides of the face from ultraviolet rays. Mirrored sunglasses are treated with an optical coating to make them appear like small mirrors, giving the wearer a mysterious aura. You can mimic the haughtiness of a cat by wearing a pair of cat-eye sunglasses. What style is going to be the it item for this summer?
2016년도에 유행이 예상되는 선글라스는 위에는 뿔테, 아래는 금속으로 되어 있는 제품과 동그란 렌즈의 선글라스가 유행할 것으로 예상됩니다.
Also, you may want to choose different lens colors to suit different occasions. Brown lenses filter out the harsh glare reflected off the sea surface, so they offer clear vision when worn at the beach. Yellow lenses allow a wearer to see the movement of objects clearly, so sunglasses with yellow lenses are just right for looking at scenery. Gray and green tinted sunglasses tend to relax the eyes and relieve eye fatigue, making them the #1 choice when engaging in outdoor activities or driving for a long time. Carefully choosing the right sunglasses for different occasions can better protect your eyes and make you look fabulous. And now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.